I'm going to try to cover up my décolleté. Do you love that word, décolleté? No, now it just looks wrinkly. Well, there you go. That's what I get for trying to fix it.
You look all
This
right.
way? Merci, Kim. Welcome everyone into the News 4 Forum, the show we don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And we are starting off this morning with a look at what is trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is an Ask Joe question. Is neighborhood car repair business legal? Chris Good, the Fernley city manager, says it is a clear violation and you are not allowed to operate this kind of business in a residential neighborhood in Fernley. As of Friday, the cars had all been cleaned up. Got some pictures of them, though. It's a great story. You can see it on our website. Okay, nationally on CNN.com, the most read story this morning is Obama. Vision of peaceful Europe threatened by Russia's aggression. According to CNN, President Obama reassured the people of Estonia that they will have international support if they are threatened by Russia. The president said NATO allies are going to protect the Baltic states and that the U.S. is working to increase its military presence in Europe. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is bike rider on bucket list ride from Maryland to Miami fatally stabbed. 28-year-old Kevin Adorno stopped at the McDonald's restaurant Monday night and was talking to his girlfriend on a cell phone when he was attacked and was pronounced dead. A short time later, officers arrested 59-year-old Rene Herrera Cruz. He is being charged with first-degree murder. And trending on Twitter this morning is hashtag GearVR. As Apple and Microsoft plan big reveal, Samsung unveiled 3 new gadgets this morning. One of the many, the Gear VR. It's a virtual reality headset with a removable front cover where the new Note 4 slips in, turning it into a virtual reality machine. Got next. All right, now on to our viewer voice segment where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page at about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account, circle me, Melissa Carlson, and let me know that you're interested. All right, this is our first topic. It's making headlines today. It's a quite unique child support case out of Arizona. According to USA Today, Nick Olivas became a father at 14, but he did not know of his 6-year-old daughter until 8 years later, when he was served with papers demanding child support. In high school, he had sex with a 20-year-old woman, and according to state law, a child younger than 15 cannot consent with an adult under any circumstances, making him a rape victim. Olivas said that he owes about $15,000 in back child support and medical bills going back to the child's birth, plus 10% interest. The state seized money from his bank account and is garnishing his wages at $380 a month. Now, he says that he wishes to be in his daughter's life and is willing to pay child support, but does not think it's fair to pay for charges that occurred when he had no idea that his daughter ever existed in the first place. So we're asking our Google Plusers, what do you think? Is it fair to have him pay all of this back pay when, first of all, it was this case considered a rape? No word on this as to why they're not facing any charges, or this woman is, and I'm guessing it's because it's aired out of time already. It's gone too far for it to be a case, potentially, although it's not clear in this story. But asking our Google Plusers, what do you think? Should he have to pay for this child support when he had no idea that this child was ever born? And by the way, he's paying this extra 10% fee because he hadn't paid all of this time. Kempton, starting off first with you on this one, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous in this case. It's clearly, to me, like a statutory rape case. He was 14 at the time, and now you want to charge the guy from that moment on, 10% interest with 10% interest, this is just wrong. The government, the department that's responsible for this, should just eat up the cost and then take care of it without suing a guy trying to get some money off him.
Al, do you agree? If she never came forward, this woman never came forward and told him that he had a child, should he be responsible for paying that money when he didn't know that she had been born in the first place?
I completely agree. At this, if she didn't tell how would the person know that the kid even existed all this time? And for her to go after back pay for this, usually I'm all for it, but at this particular case, I'm completely against.
Tony, what do we have on Facebook?
Well, Catherine says you pay, but Tabitha says if it was the other way around and she was 14 and he was 20, he would have been charged already. It's not fair that women can just not tell a guy he has a kid, then pop up 6 years later and get back child support. It's not like he's saying he won't pay at all, but not fair for him to pay when he never even knew about the kid.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Legal issues have shut down fundraising efforts for Darren Wilson. That's the Ferguson, Missouri police officer who shot and killed Michael Brown. $400,000 have been raised for Wilson's legal expenses online, but as Steve Savard reports, the money may not be able to be used for that.
We put the brakes on.
Jeff Rorda is the business manager for the Fraternal Order of Police and a board member for the Shield of Hope, the charitable arm of the FOP. The group has raised nearly $200,000 for Officer Wilson's defense on a GoFundMe page, but it shut down this weekend because of a potential tax problem.
Using money that was raised by a charity might not be allowable to use that for legal defense.
They have contacted tax experts and hope to have that issue resolved in the next couple of days. A teenage girl also launched a GoFundMe page, raising $235,000 for the Wilson family. But it also shut down. Rorda says the family received unwanted attention and asked the FOP to help get the money to the family. Some have criticized the fundraising efforts for Wilson, saying the average citizen facing possible indictment doesn't have public funds rolling in.
Now, with Steve Savard reporting, they basically are saying that a lot of people, including the media, are going to question the decision made by law enforcement. But he adds that this is his own opinion. Everyone deserves the best legal defense in court, which is why they started up these pages in the first place. But we're asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about this? The complaint in this article or in this package was saying that, it's not fair to give money to him because there's a lot of people out there who could use help and they don't get any money. Why does this police officer get money? But on the same, with the other side of the coin there, a lot of other people aren't facing this kind of scrutiny throughout the U.S. and nationally and internationally for that matter. So we're starting off first with Al. Your thoughts on this one. Do you think that he should be allowed to use that money for his defense?
I mean, they literally put the site for him for people to support him. I mean, the whole Ferguson situation, that's another topic of discussion. But as far as if they already know, and if people are paying just to help support it, I don't see it as it being an issue.
Camden, do you agree? Do you think that if they put that money towards it, that's where they wanted their money to go, to help out his defense? Why can't it go there? Do you think that's the right way to do this? Yeah, I mean, give them the money. They knew what they were doing when they were donating.
Yeah, that's one side of the issue for sure. But I think at the same time is the taxable situation. Is it a charity in this case? And when people donate, they do have some sort of expectation, and that's kind of muddy the whole thing up.
Glenn, your thoughts on this one?
I've been a proponent for quite a while of something called the fair tax, which gets rid of the IRS and transfers the nation over to a national sales tax. That way you can donate to whatever you want to donate, and you don't have to fill out a pile of forms to do it because we all pay taxes at the retail level. There is no more IRS.
I really hope with this story they come out and better explain what it is about the taxes. If this person is donating through a GoFundMe site, which so many people have gotten money through before, what's the difference? Is it because he's a public figure, or is it because it was a nonprofit who added it? I hope we get some clarification on that. All right, thanks everybody, appreciate it. Coming up next, looking to get your healthy lifestyle back on track? Well, St. Mary's Medical Center is here to help. Your Wellness Wednesday is coming up next. Sloppy McSlapperson.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My video just cut off.
That's okay.
I literally got that link just seconds before I popped in there, so it was kind of late getting to me.
It's strange.
So weird. weird.
No, I didn't get the link when I tried it. When I logged off and came back on, I couldn't find the link. I had to go to Hangouts and join it that way.
Mm.
Steve,
I
I'm
tried to
sorry.
send you a link. I thought, yeah, you might not have it.
I didn't call you because I was concerned again, and we didn't test it before we got back on air to see if your camera was up. And I was a little weary about pulling you back up if we were going to just have black.
Understandable.
I'm sorry about that.
It
That's so
happened.
weird. I wonder why it's doing that with your camera.
I don't know. It might be because I'm wireless and I'm using a connection where you actually plug into the wall socket and it transfers, so I don't have to have 50-foot of cable running from my router to my computer, and that could be the issue. Or it could be that just Charter's service is lousy, but that's another story.
Your charming good looks overwhelm the system and crashes your camera.
Good answer. All right, you guys, okay, we've got Wellness Wednesday coming up next. Amanda, this is you. We are starting off with your first story. St. Mary's Fitness Center is now offering Health Start. Tell us a little bit of what that is. And then we're going to go into the second one is how can participants expect, or what can participants expect rather from the program? When does Quick Fit start and how much does it cost? And how can people get more information? And we just have stmarysfitness.com. Does that sound good?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. And sorry about the glasses, everybody. I just couldn't. I'm having a headache and I'm having a problem reading today because my eyes are going.
Melissa.
Yes.
There actually is a typo in the last question. It should be Health Start instead of Quick Fit.
All right.
Sorry about that. Okay, thank you.
And welcome back, everybody. Do you need some help getting back on track with your diet and exercise routine? Well, first of all, you are not alone. St. Mary's is kicking off the Health Start Nutrition Program this month, and joining us today to talk about it is Amanda Latore, the fitness manager at St. Mary's Fitness Center, to chat about the program. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Melissa. How are you today?
Good, good. Thanks for joining us. Let's talk about it. St. Mary's Fitness Center is now offering Health Start. What is that?
Well, we all know that poor lifestyle choices can lead to a host of chronic diseases, and we all know that we should be exercising and eating right, but very few of us do that. So really the key to accomplishing these positive lifestyle choices is mastering the art of behavior change, and that's what this program focuses on. So it's not so much about making you exercise or making you eat right, it's learning the habits and the behaviors that can lead you to those changes.
That's right. It's got to start here first, right? That's the first part of getting your life back on track when it comes to eating and exercise. So what can participants expect with this program? They're interested.
Well, like you alluded to, that it starts here, and that's probably the hardest part. So this 8-week interactive educational workshop will focus on educating our members about exercise and nutrition, but taking it a step further and working on some accountability and reinforcement techniques to make sure that they do master those behavior changes. So starting really small, celebrating the accomplishments. So over 8 weeks, you really have led to a cumulative goal of mastering the art of behavior change.
Yeah, I love that, rewarding all the little accomplishments along the way, because that's really like the rungs on the ladder to get to where you want to go. So when does Health Start actually begin, and how much does it cost?
It starts September 15th. It'll be 5:30 in the evening, and each week you will also have an accountability check-in with a dietitian and a health coach. The cost is $199 for members and $249 for non-members.
And how much does it cost to become a member?
We have a lot of different options for people. We offer some premium memberships as well as some corporate discounts. So we really encourage people to come in, see our facility. We have so many different offers, it's really hard to pinpoint what might be best for somebody.
Yeah, and so businesses out there, if you're looking to help out your employees, if you want employees to work for you, work for them and help out and get a corporate membership with St. Mary's, always a good option. So how can people get more information about the Health Start program?
You can log on to stmarysfitness.com and click on the programs link. We're listed under there with all the details.
Amanda, thank you so much. A lot of great information. We appreciate it.
Thanks
Best
a lot.
of luck with you in the new program as well, and everybody who starts it up. All right, we go to Tim now with a quick look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you. We have a lot less wind out there today, plenty of sunshine, lower temperatures too, not quite as hot as yesterday. We're going to take a look at that forecast coming up after the break.
Amanda, good job, sister. Good job.
Thank you. Cool.
Video of the day is dead, Tim Studi.
I like the light.
You mean these lamps, Glenn? Change the lighting?
Jeez, yeah. I guess that's the best you can do.
You
Yeah.
just raise this light up a little bit. I'll hold it right here.
You do not look too tan.
Yeah, I do. Do you remember that picture I took with your daughter? Every time I see it, I can't. It's too funny.
What are you? Well, first of all, I still love that picture. I don't think you look too tan. It makes me feel, but I do love the whole thing about the Caribbean ahead of time that Elsa went to the Caribbean. But are you tanning right now, or did you go out? And were you out and about? Where you were out in the sun?
Oh no, I spray tanned my face last night, and I just with the Neutrogena stuff because I don't have to wear face makeup. Oh, fine, laugh. The redhead spray tans. I know, but I'm not gonna get skin cancer. I love it. I'm addicted to it. It makes me feel good. Do you know when I was on the Niners, I was on tanning probation?
You were on tanning probation?
Yeah, but I mean, not from tanning in the beds. I would never tan in the beds. It was always spray tanning. And
I
they told me.
I didn't know you could be on probation for that.
Al, welcome to the world of the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, it looks weird.
Welcome to what we have to go through.
It was. I looked like an Oompa Loompa. They had every right to put me on tanning probation. I couldn't see past my own need to be tan. Someone needs to look out for this.
So much
Tony,
easier.
I've got your back. Tony, I've got you. Don't worry, I won't let you get too tan.
Yeah, I'll make you jealous here. I've got some Greek in me. When I step outside into the sunlight, I just go tan.
Oh, I'm jealous. My brother's tan.
You'll get a tan.
My brother's tan. He tans really easily. Not fair.
And welcome back, everybody. Meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us with a look at our forecast for today. Not too bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah, we have a lot of sunshine again today. Maybe a little haze visible in the air today, though, from the wildfires in California. We're watching that smoke. Yeah. It may come on in. It won't be like the rim fire, though. Remember how the rim fire, you can even see, 10 feet in front of you?
It was so bad last year. I had to cut the birthday party for my son early because there were so many people who were having trouble basically just breathing outside.
Right. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah, we're not talking that this time around. We're just talking a little bit of haze possible through the air today. But hey, check out a great picture. This is actually back on Friday at Galena High School. Amy Chapman, our general manager, took this picture and sent this one to us to use on our Facebook page today. So it's our cover photo for right now on facebook.com/KRNBnews4. She took it during our coverage of Friday Night Rivals. It is football Friday nights on our sister station on My 21, and she happened to catch this photo while she was out there for the coverage. So great job, Amy. That's a beautiful picture. Thank you for sending it in to us. Again, KRNB News 4 on Facebook if you want to go check it out. Wednesday headlines for you. So we have sunny skies for the day, and as I mentioned, a little bit of haze possible too with those fires out into California producing a little bit of smoke there. We have a quiet 7-day forecast out ahead of us, though. Not too much going on the 7-day. We're going to be watching the winds, though, as the Great Reno balloon races kick off starting tomorrow. 77 degrees out there right now. Calm winds, 23% humidity. A lot of sunshine and, again, some haze possible. 79 in Carson City now, 82 in Dayton, 66 in Incline Village, and 82 over in Yerington. High pressure in place, a little bit of a low pressure scooting just to our north. That brought us the wind yesterday. Today it's moving farther and farther away, and it's also weakening. You'll see that here on Futurecast. So much less wind for the day today. So we're talking cooler temperatures than yesterday, right around average for this time of year. Yesterday we were way above average, and then also less wind, as I mentioned. So we'll take a look at your forecast around the area. Up around Lake Tahoe into the 70s, 75 for Tahoe City, 80 for South Lake Tahoe, and 72 for For Incline Village, plenty of sunshine, and again, could see some of that haze in the air, so don't be too surprised to see that, but it's not going to be super smoky. 84 in Silver Springs, 89 in Dayton today. Northeastern Nevada topping out into the 80s too, with 82 in Elko, 85 in Battle Mountain, and 85 in Eureka. Again, plenty of sunshine. A little breezier over on the eastern side of the state, 10 to 15 miles per hour, but here in western Nevada, just 5 to 10 miles per hour, mainly out of the northwest. Up to the north, look for 83 in Susanville, 82 in Gerlach, and 81 in Sutcliffe, and down into the Truckee Meadows, we'll top out at 87 in Reno today. That is just about on par for average this time of year. And as we make our way through the 7-day forecast, not too many changes, right around average all the way through for the temperatures. Sunny skies with the exception of that haze later on today. And as we make our way into the weekend, just a few more clouds coming on in for the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. A little breezy Sunday and Monday, but it waits till the afternoon hours, so the balloon races should be A-okay. Back to you guys, or you.
It's just me. All right, stay with us. Your tech news is coming up next. Oh, it's just me. Sometimes I feel like I'm multiple people, though, if that helps any. So technically, you weren't incorrect. Oh. Me and my entourage are doing Netflix next. Oh, I tell ya. I tell ya. I know, right? It's bound to happen. About how many other times a day do you do it? Oh goodness. Two. It's that time of the day. And Melissa starts yawning. I have to say, oh my gosh, it's so funny. These UNR commercials are super good. Tony, have you seen these yet? The UNR football commercials?
I haven't seen them yet.
Oh my gosh, there's this one UNR football player who has a mullet.
And yeah.
You know, what's his name? He's blonde. I forget his name. He's got blonde hair. Anyways, on this commercial, they have him doing the ropes. And it's just funny because he's like so unmistakable. He's got like this.
What's his name again? I know it. Hecking. Brock Hecking.
Brock. Yes. Wait, I gotta catch up on this chat.
I just get up in the morning, shower, and put clothes on. Done.
Welcome back. Already now in your tech news, Netflix is giving its subscribers a more discreet way to recommend movies and TV shows to their Facebook friends. Until now, Netflix subscribers who linked their accounts with Facebook automatically shared everything that they were watching with all of their Facebook friends. After discovering most people don't actually want to share their viewing habits with a large audience, Netflix changed the Facebook postings. The new notification system allows subscribers to select which friends will receive their video recommendations via a Facebook message. Well, Home Depot is investigating a possible data security breach. The company announced that it's partnering with banks and law enforcement to investigate some unusual activity. Independent cybersecurity journalist Brian Krebs was the first to report on the possible problem, and the company promises to alert customers if, in fact, their system was hacked. We'll keep you updated. Well, should a superior court have to prove what they're spending their money on before actually being reimbursed by the state? This being judges. Well, does it change your mind if it is the judge that's in question who's actually making the decision for themselves? Mark Hyman takes a look at that at today's Behind the Headlines commentary.
Georgia's Fulton County government has a process by which employees are reimbursed for legitimate expenses incurred while on the job. Employees must complete this form and attach an itemized receipt. This is standard practice for most any public organization or private business. Earlier this year, the Georgia legislature gave the Fulton County Chief Judge oversight over the court budget. Superior Court Chief Judge Gail Tucson has interpreted this to mean that county judges no longer have to provide documentation of their expenses. They merely demand reimbursement and get paid. However, County Manager Dwight Farrell and Finance Director Patrick O'Connor have insisted they must follow protocol and get proper documentation before they're allowed to cut a check. So Judge Tucson threatened to jail the two officials if they didn't reimburse the judges. What kind of expenses are they fighting over? Here's one example. Judge Constance Russell has demanded nearly $2,000 to cover her travel, lodging, and other expenses associated with attending a conference of the Georgia State Bar. The meeting took place at the Omni Plantation Resort on Amelia Island. Amelia Island is known for its lavish hotels and 7 golf courses. Most Georgians would probably consider it more of a luxury getaway and less of a demanding work assignment. And get this, Amelia Island isn't even in Georgia. It's in Florida. To post this on Facebook or Twitter, go to BehindTheHeadlines.net. I'm Mark Hyman.
All right, coming up next, human water catapult. All we need to say, it's your viral video, and it is a must-see. Stay with us.
I asked that question because. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Tony.
Melissa.
Go, Tony. I mean, go Al. Go Al.
No, I was saying I was asking that question, Tony, because I wanted to know whether or not you gave that salon a benefit of the doubt, or was it just a one-time, that's it, thing?
I don't hardly ever give anyone the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'd rather just learn how to do it myself and then blame myself when I screw it up. Because, I mean, I have, but at least it's me, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I can be like, ugh, past Antonia, what were you thinking? Dyeing your hair 3 times and now it's dark brown.
Yes.
Instead of someone else doing it.
I had the same. I went to, when I first moved to Washington, D.C., I thought, well, this is D.C., big city. They know what they're doing. So I went and got my hair done, right, because it was gnarly. So I went and got it done, and this woman literally dyed my hair. Instead of just, like, highlighting it, she bleached it, and my hair came out, I'm not kidding you, silver. Silver. So then I went back, and I'm like, you got to fix it. So we went, and I went back, and the whole time she was upset that I was upset with the color, and when I got out, it was purple. It had this purple hue to it.
Oh, man.
So I was like, okay, I'm never doing that again. Why would I let the person who screwed up my hair in the first place fix my hair? That was not so smart, Melissa. Hello. I ended up getting it fixed, and I went to the manager, and whatever, we got paid for, whatever. But word to the wise, if somebody screws up your hair or whatever, don't go back. Don't go back to have them fix it because they didn't know what they were doing in the first place.
Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask. When someone messes up whatever it is that you're doing, I wonder if you go back to the area to get it fixed. So that was my question. Not by the same person, but you know.
No, that's even worse. Then you go back and you have to see them. They're like, oh, hi. Why aren't you with me? And then you're like, oh, you were not available?
Because you kind of messed up the last time.
Yeah. I avoid conflict.
Welcome back. We are all vaguely familiar with those inflatable blob water toys that launch people into the air, right? If not, allow YouTube sensation Devin Supertramp refresh your memory. We've had him on before for a water slide video. He may have done himself over the top this time. Check that out. What is on that guy's feet? He and his crew of friends take a blob, put it into a lake, and what happens next is absolutely awesome. Look at that. What is that? You can actually ride one of those in San Diego. I think they're not a board, but they just hook onto your back, kind of like a water jet.
More on the weekend. No.
How do people do this with their GoPro and not knock themselves in the head? That's what I want to know. By the way, you can find this video on our Facebook page. Oh, it makes me want to go swimming and miss summer. I know it's still kind of around, but not as much as it.
Let's go to Tahoe. We just have the noon show, right?
Yeah, let's skip the noon show. We'll see you guys back here at noon. Okay, have a good day, everybody.
So there's this sweet old guy who's a barber right across the street from the studios here. Cut my hair once, made me look like Hitler. And he listens to the show every day. He's the nicest guy in the world. He keeps asking me to come back to get another haircut, but I'm sorry, I don't want to look like Hitler.
Is it true that barbers are not the worst, but that they tend to do similar type styles on men? It's very
Yeah, they tend to pretty much all do the same style, but if you go to a real barber, which is a fading breed, then guys can get the eyebrows, they'll shave you, they'll do all sorts of things that you ladies don't have to worry about. But there's almost no barbers left anymore.
Huh.
They're hard to find.
Very
A lot of
hard.
people won't do the shave anymore. They won't do the straight razor shave.
Well, I mean, I know some barbers that do, but they charge an arm and a leg now. So it's not like, yeah. I mean, roughly, usually cuts is like maybe $12. But if you want the works, I know for women that's nothing. But I mean, for the works, I know that some barbers, well, at least in my area, they charge maybe double the price or maybe up to triple, depending on the actual barber shop and all that comes with it. So.
Yeah.
Well, I was real fortunate. I dropped off the face of the earth for about 6 years. I was home carrying my father through Alzheimer's, and there was a barber who, when we would get him up into the chair, would make him laugh. They would sing old songs. He would tell them stories, and he would shave them and cut. And I literally tipped the guy 3 times what his rate was just for that kind of service. My father would have such a great time, especially when there wasn't much of him left.
Yeah.
This guy was so good with him, man. I'm seriously, I'd hand him a 50.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah. That stuff, you can't pay for that. You can't pay for that kind of service. I'm a firm believer in that too. When someone goes well above and beyond, you gotta take care of them. You really do. You really do. But $12 for a haircut, boy, I wish I don't. I've never paid that much for a haircut. I've never paid that. I've got a funny story though. Jay Bird, who's our floor director here, he was going to go get his haircut. $5 to get his haircut, but when he came back, his bangs were up to here, and he said it took 2 hours to cut his hair because the person who was doing it for $5 was training, and her scissors weren't sharp enough, so every time she cut, the hair would bend.
Wow.
So you also get what you pay for if you're not careful.
Yeah.
That's the first question I ask is how long you've been cutting hair before I let anybody do anything.
I remember Bill Clinton went and got a $300 haircut, and it took up the runway of an airport for several hours.
Yeah.
Ross Perot was on TV that night going, $5 haircut, $5. Get a refund.
Yeah, I don't even like to say what I used to pay for my haircuts. It was egregious. Every 3 months, it was absolutely egregious.
Well, it's nice in Reno. It's not as bad here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Compared to the Bay, and if I am surprised, 2 people I found here that I like, and before in the Bay Area, I never had someone that I went back to the same time, ever, in my whole life. And I have 2 people that I love here.
Yeah. I went to the same girl in Baltimore for 8 years, and let's just say I spent more than $200 every 3 months to do my hair.
Well, for full color and cut, that's pretty normal. And then here you can get it for like $100 sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It's great.
See, guys?
Yeah, they have no idea. You have no idea.
Here's the thing.
You really need to appreciate, really do need to appreciate. That's why everybody's like, why are women so sensitive about their hair? Because it costs a lot.
Yeah, true.
A lot of money.
The other side is, though, for you ladies, if it's your profession, because you have to look good on camera, it's your investment. That's a whole different.
Yeah. I need to look on writing on if I could have written any of that off. Probably. I probably could have. Huh?
Didn't?
Yeah.
You should
All right,
write.
you guys. I should be able to if I didn't. I should be able to. All right, guys. Nice to see all of you. Have a great one.
See you guys later.
Tomorrow, if you're around.
Yep.
Bye, Al.
See ya.